Okay, let's just dive right in. We spend so much of our lives online, right? We're clicking, we're buying, we're subscribing. But what if I told you that a lot of those choices, they aren't entirely your own? In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the sneaky, often invisible ways websites and apps are built to guide your decisions, sometimes in ways that don't help you at all.
I mean, have you ever gotten to your online checkout and suddenly there's an extra item in your cart that you know you didn't add? Or, and this is a classic, you've tried to unsubscribe from an email list and it feels like you're running through some impossible maze designed to make you just give up. If any of that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone.
And that feeling, that frustrating, wait a minute moment, it isn't just a clumsy mistake in the design. Oh no, it is a very calculated strategy. And that feeling of being cleverly outsmarted by a website, it actually has a name. What you're running into are called dark patterns. It's the official term for a user experience that is specifically designed not to help you, but to trick you into doing things you didn't mean to do. And here's the absolute key. A dark pattern is not an accident, it's not a bug, it is an intentional, built-in feature designed to mislead you. The term was actually coined by a UX specialist named Harry Brignall, who's made it his mission to call out these deceptive practices.
So let's be super clear. These aren't just random little annoyances. There is a whole system to this, a playbook of deception, really. And it works by tapping directly into human psychology to exploit our natural tendencies and biases.
And what's wild is just how organized these tactics are. Seriously, researchers have created entire catalogs of them. You've got things like urgency, with those ticking countdown timers to rush you. There's scarcity, with those only two left messages that create FOMO. Misdirection, which uses confusing double talk. And of course, obstruction, which makes it a nightmare to cancel something you don't want anymore.
And then you get one of the more, let's say, emotionally manipulative types, confirm shaming. This is where, instead of a simple no thanks button, the website tries to guilt trip you. The pop-up will say something like, no thanks, I'd rather pay full price, just to make you feel kinda dumb for saying no. It's all about pressure.
And look, this isn't just some theoretical problem. This stuff has huge, real-world consequences. Just look at TikTok. They got hit with a massive €345 million fine. And why? Because they were using dark patterns that made kids' accounts public by default. That's a huge privacy violation, and it came with a massive penalty.
But here's the kicker. Just when you think you're getting good at spotting these tricks, the game is changing. The next wave of manipulative design isn't fixed anymore. It's being powered by artificial intelligence. And that makes it way more personal and a lot harder to see coming.
There's some incredible research coming out of Malmo University that's digging into exactly this. Their work is showing how AI is being used not just to, recommend a new pair of shoes, but to actively change a website's layout in real time, just to manipulate your specific behavior.
So let's break that down. The old way, what they call static deployment, meant everybody saw the same sneaky countdown timer. But the new way, dynamic modulation, means the website is literally watching you. It learns your habits and then deploys a dark pattern that's custom built for you at the exact moment you're most likely to fall for it.
So how does it work? Well, it's a pretty simple but really powerful three-step process. First, the AI tracks everything you do, where your mouse goes, what you click, how long you pause. Second, it slaps a label on you. Are you hesitant, just browsing, or ready to buy? And finally, based on that label, it deploys the perfect trap. If you're hesitant, a scarcity message might just magically appear to give you that final push.
Now, you might be thinking, hey, this sounds like a pretty smart business strategy, right? More sales, more signups, but the research is really clear on this. In the long run, tricking your users is a fundamentally bad idea. It's a losing game.
And make no mistake, this is not some fringe issue. This stuff is everywhere. Studies have found that a mind-boggling 95% of Android apps and 97% of popular websites use at least one dark pattern. They are basically unavoidable.
But here's the real cost. That same Malmo study found that when people felt pushed or forced into doing something by a website, 60% of them said they lost trust in that website. That is a massive price to pay for one little extra click. And this quote from the study just nails it. You might get that one extra sale today, but you've probably lost a customer for life. Because once that trust is broken, getting any kind of brand loyalty back is incredibly difficult.
So what's the alternative? How do we build things online that are effective without being deceptive? Well, the answer is to basically flip the whole script and start designing for trust instead.
The antidote to dark patterns is a whole philosophy called user-centered design. It's an approach that, surprise, surprise, puts the user's needs first. And to make sure that's actually happening, designers use a set of guiding principles, or heuristics, to check if what they're building is genuinely helpful and ethical.
Okay, let's look at a real example. We'll start with a super common problem, the trick question. You've seen this. It uses confusing double negatives, all designed to make you accidentally sign up for marketing emails you don't want.
So the solution comes from one of the most famous usability heuristics from a guy named Jakob Nielsen. It's called error prevention. The idea is simple. Good design doesn't try to trick you into making a mistake. It's built to stop you from making a mistake in the first place. The language should be crystal clear and direct. No tricks.
All right, here's another classic problem, making it almost impossible to cancel a subscription. They hide the link, they make you click through 5 different screens, they ask you to re-enter your password, anything they can do to make you just give up.
And again, a basic design principle gives us the answer. Heuristic number 3 is all about user control and freedom. It basically says users always need a clearly marked emergency exit to get out of something they don't want to be in, whether that's an undo button or a simple one-click unsubscribe link. It's about giving control back to you.
So the next time you're online, just keep your eyes open. These patterns are everywhere, from the big shopping sites to your favorite social media apps. But now, you know the playbook. You know what to look for. The real question is, how many are you going to spot out there in the wild?